Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1 back again with another Transformers video review. This time I'm looking at the Transformers Classics Ultimate Battle Set featuring Optimus Prime and Megatron. This set, you have to fall into... People normally say you have to fall in two categories. I say three because I'm the third. There's either the people who who love it, who hate it, and then the one that I'm in is like it. Because there are redeeming qualities within all the faults of this set. But, well, you'll see what I mean when we get into it. And as per tradition, we always start with the Decepticons, so Prime, come over here. We will start with Megatron. Megatron, the classics kind of went for the G1 look, but Megatron, since the original Megatron was a gun, they didn't want to do that because apparently now if you put a gun in a kid's hands, it turns him into a gang member. Which sometimes is true, but I really don't believe it. So they modeled him after his G2 look, which is really nice looking. Except for this little red piece, which is for his gimmick in robot mode. Aside from that little red piece and this little thing on the side of his gun, which you can flip over like this, but then it looks out of place, so this is kind of needed, but it looks stupid. It's a very well done tank. It looks really good, and see, instead of having a full set of treads with a weird misplaced gap, they just made two sets of treads on each side. So it looks pretty good, and the Decepticon logo, it's like it pops out of the plastic so you can actually feel it. That's kind of a nice touch. The turret can spin 360 degrees, and then the gun can raise up and down, so get a lot of play value with this tank. To transform him, you want to pop the gun off, fold this little piece over like I did earlier, throw that off to the side, turn the turret all the way around like this, kind of snaps into on two pegs because there are two holes in the turret. You want to pop the turret in half, bring the arms down, then flip this one around, bring this arm down, there you go. One of the faults, this arm is very loose right around the wrist joint, and I'll get into that in a second. You want to bring the waist and legs down from the back. The waist kind of snaps in. You want to separate the legs, fold out the feet. One thing about this Megatron is that in the package, here we'll put the gun in his hand. In the package, when you are buying him new, his feet are assembled backwards. These small parts are in the back, and the big parts are in the front. So it looks better, I guess, having big toes and small heel spurs instead of small toes and big heel spurs. But if you do that, then you can't transform him into the tank correctly. So you have to take the screws out of the legs, pop the legs apart, pull the feet off, swap them, and then put the legs back together. So I had to do that with mine, very painstaking, because some of the pieces, like they stuck together more than they should have. But I got it done, so I can transform him correctly now. A lot of articulation in this guy. Shoulders move. For this arm, the arm swivels, the elbow swivels. No hand movement, it's just molded inside the tank turret. But it does have a fist. This one, there is no fist. This one I can move here and swivel here, but then you fold it out like this. You fold this piece around, so it looks like that, and then the little red thing that I was talking about earlier does the little spinny gimmick. That's fine and all, but that clicking noise is annoying. And then when you want to fold it back, there's like a kind of little groove on this piece here, and there's a tab here. It just kind of rests in place. It doesn't like actually tab in. So if you like kind of swinging them around too much, like right there, I didn't even really touch it that much. It just popped off. So, but all in all, there is waist movement. Megatron gets waist movement. The hips are on ball joints. The legs are on swivels, and then they got a knee, and then the toe and ankles. So, a lot of articulation with Megatron. They did re-release this in the Universe line with a more G1 accurate paint job, still with the G2 mold. I kind of like that one better, but this one was on hand, so I got the set instead of the other thing. So, there's Megatron. Now on to Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime looks like his G1 truck, except there's no trailer, and he has a mounted turret gun, which doesn't stay on all that well. It's more just for show than anything. The gun can spin on it, but I usually just like leave it in gun mode, like that, for when he's in robot mode. Faults with Optimus. There's a gap between his legs. The truck does not collapse onto him, so the bed is longer than it should be. And the tires sticking out on the bottom, that they stick out way too far from the cab, and the cab just looks poorly put together, and you can see his head. So, vehicle mode has a lot of faults, but robot mode makes up for it. What you want to do is split the legs apart, fold the feet up. My suggestion is pop the arms out first before you do the next part, which is spinning the whole torso around. You want to bend this down and push forward, and then there's his body. Fold out the hands and pop the head out, and there you go. There is Optimus Prime in robot mode. I'll put the gun in his hand. Like I said, robot mode is the redeeming factor of Optimus. Looks very G1 accurate, looks very cool, very nice, very neat. Looks cartoon accurate because he's got the little yellow things on his forearms like he did in the cartoon. And instead of the Autobot symbol on one shoulder, he's got it on both forearms. So, kind of changing it up a little bit. The only thing I don't like, if you can see it or not, I don't know if you can. His eyes are abnormally, or that may help, I don't know. His eyes are abnormally, like, bug-eyed, so. Okay, I ran a little long on this video, so. All in all, if you want the set, I say get it. If not, it's passable. You can live without it. But it's a fun little set if you just want a Prime and Megatron figure that you can dork around with. So, there you go. Sort of recommended. Okay, I'm Spider Prime 1. This has been another review. I'll be back again soon. But until then, I am